Everyone in town is talking about Tiffany. She's not only the mayor of Dalton, but also in charge of Thorin Township. Meanwhile, the FBI is investigating her company, suspecting she has been misusing local funds. Tiffany insists it's all a lie, claiming that someone is trying to frame her. But let's take a closer look at her life. Tiffany has a side business that's causing a stir. And trust me, it will leave you speechless. While you might think her only responsibility is as mayor, she has much more on her plate. Besides overseeing Dalton, she's also the supervisor of Thorin Township. Yes, this determined woman is juggling two major roles, but her dual career is stirring up more drama than the finale of your favorite reality show. So, what do these two powerful positions really mean for her? In Dalton, Tiffany's role as mayor is just one part of the problem. While she's focused on keeping the town looking neat and ensuring essential services like pavement repairs and trash collection run smoothly, she's recently become more about the people. As supervisor, when someone needs help with their electricity bill, Tiffany swoops in like a superhero, offering resources. But despite her wealth, Tiffany finds herself unable to pay for a burial. Armed with her checkbook, she's using the town's funds to run her own personal charity. The real controversy? Tiffany earns over $200,000 a year from these two positions combined. More than some Dalton residents make in 5 years. The drama doesn't end there. Some people are calling her a super mayor, but not in a flattering way. Critics argue she holds too many jobs, has too much power, and doesn't have enough time to manage it all. But before Tiffany became mayor in 2021, let's take a closer look at her journey. Dalton used to be all about small-town charm, with community events like parades and festivals bringing people together. But now, with all the buzz surrounding Tiffany, not everyone is thrilled with the attention she's getting. Early in her tenure, Tiffany's leadership style was criticized by some, who called her crafty, especially after she founded her own breast cancer organization. Sounds good, right? Well, it would, if taxpayer money was. While Tiffany continues to juggle her dual roles, the story is more complicated. Is it wrong for Tiffany to use public funds for her charitable work? After all, charities do need funding to operate, but Dalton is already struggling financially, facing a deficit of over $2 million. So, what's Tiffany's response to all this scrutiny? That's a lot of zeros, and they don't add up. She's standing firm, insisting that both her positions are legitimate and necessary. But with all this pressure mounting, how long can she keep defending her choices? You have to wonder, is Tiffany really serving the people, or is she just serving herself? This latest development is a far cry from what we were hearing last week, when Tiffany's drama was just small-town gossip. Now the feds are in town, and they're digging deep to uncover anything that could ruin her career. So why is the FBI so interested in this small-town mayor? It turns out it's not just the locals giving Tiffany side-eye. The FBI has been sniffing around too, and they're not messing around. They've been talking to everyone, trying to figure out if Tiffany's been dipping her hands into the town's funds, if you catch my drift. The feds are all over Tiffany's business dealings, probing into how she's been spending taxpayer money. And trust me, they're not just making casual inquiries. They're listening closely to every whisper and rumor surrounding her actions. Tiffany, however, is ready for the FBI. She's saying, bring it on, because she's not backing down. She insists it's all a big misunderstanding, claiming she's innocent and that someone is trying to set her up. But let's be real. The FBI doesn't show up without a reason, and they're not just asking casual questions. They've gone high-tech, using advanced surveillance to track her spending. It sounds like something straight out of a spy movie, right? But this is no Hollywood script. It's real life, and Tiffany is the main character in this drama. And it's not just about the money. The FBI is also digging into her charity, her political funds, and even her personal business, leaving no stone unturned in their investigation to uncover if there's more to her financial dealings than meets the eye. And just when you think it couldn't get any more intense, it does. Remember Keith Freeman, Tiffany's right-hand man? He's come forward, saying she's been under threat and has so much protection. Meanwhile, Tiffany is trying to maintain her composure through all this chaos.
Security detail.
So we have about 45 officers in our village. My security is warranted due to the fact of threats and things of that nature, but what people are not stating is it's in our CBA. That's our collective bargaining agreement. That's our union contract. So it comes with the seat. That's what people are not saying. I didn't make this up. I didn't just create this and say, I want security.
How many officers is it?
How many officers is what?
On security detail.
I'm not gonna say how many due to the threats on my life. So,
but if it's in your CBA.
It is in my CBA. I'm not doing anything wrong. I even went to court due to the fact of people suing me saying I cannot have a security detail, and I won. The judge said I can't have a security detail because it's already in a CBA.
But is there more to the story, or is it really about what Tiffany needs protection from? FBI has been interviewing local business owners and former employees, some of whom claim Tiffany has been acting dishonestly, targeting those who don't support her financially or vote for her. Tiffany, of course, calls these accusations ridiculous. However, her credit card transactions tell a different story. With her community facing a $2 million deficit, how can a small-town mayor justify staying in luxurious hotels and booking first-class flights? It seems Tiffany has been living the high life, while Dalton struggles. She's been enjoying upscale lodging, extravagant meals, and first-class travel, practically living an endless vacation. But guess who's footing the bill? The taxpayers. Maybe it's just a few perks here and there, but when the town is in crisis, it raises some serious questions. You might be thinking, she's the mayor, not the president. And sure, there are benefits to the role. But here's the issue. There are charges on the township credit cards for hotel stays and meals totaling thousands of dollars. This has been going on for a while, and it's only getting more intense. Tiffany is being accused of using these credit cards for personal expenses in addition to legitimate business trips. It seems she has unrestricted access to the town's funds and isn't shy about using them. And then there are the billboards. Everywhere you look, they're all about Tiffany. Guess who's paying for them? You'd think the billboards would be promoting Dalton or local events, but instead, they're all about Tiffany. When questioned, Tiffany claims she doesn't care, arguing that the state prohibits using public money for this kind of self-promotion.
What they say, like for instance, City of New Orleans has a policy that city officials don't fly first class.
Okay.
Do you have that?
We do not.
Do you believe you should have a policy? Because again, the critics are that you're flying first class, that you're staying in four-season hotels, high-dollar hotels, having what they call extravagant dinners, and those are your critics. Are you as a city official, in order to make sure that you'll be on reproach, looking at establishing a city policy in terms of how money is spent when traveling?
This is the way I feel about it. People will talk about anybody because they're not doing the work. They only talk about the people that's at the top, the ones that are doing the work.
They only talk about the people at the top, the ones doing all the work. But has Tiffany lost sight of her true purpose? She's living like a celebrity, booking first-class flights, staying in luxurious hotels, enjoying elegant dinners and filling billboards with her face, while the people of Dalton are struggling to make ends meet. This is a far cry from the everyday lives of the people she's supposed to represent. It's not just the money she's spending that's making people talk, but also the things she's not doing. Tiffany seems more focused on her own comfort and image than addressing the real problems Dalton is facing. Tiffany may still deserve the benefit of the doubt, but when you're wrong, you're wrong. And when you're right, you're right. We just need more evidence to see if Tiffany is truly in the right. Because some are saying she's lost touch with the people. People are starting to wonder how Tiffany can justify her lavish spending when Dalton's finances are in such bad shape. It feels like she's living in a world where money grows on trees, with no concept of a budget. But Tiffany is still not backing down. She maintains her innocence, insisting that everything she's done is above board. However, with the FBI sniffing around and all these allegations flying, you have to wonder, could she really be as innocent as she claims? People are connecting the dots between her extravagant spending and Dalton's financial troubles, raising tough questions about where the town's money is actually going. Is it being used to fix roads and fund schools, or is it paying for billboards and her jet-setting lifestyle? Running the town should mean being in the town, but Tiffany's priorities are coming under scrutiny. It's not just about her personal spending. Remember that breast cancer charity she set up? It turns out taxpayer money is involved there too, and now people are asking whether Tiffany is genuinely trying to help others or just building her own image. In response, Tiffany has fired back, offering explanations for the chaos surrounding her. As I mentioned before, have you ever heard of a mayor who constantly needs bodyguards? Tiffany claims she does, and she's not holding back when it comes to defending herself. She's insisting that she's the victim in all of this, that she's being set up, and that she's innocent. Let's dive into what she's saying about the security detail that's become a major point of discussion.